I turned world landmarks into a grilled cheese sandwich in this 2D animated short film. To find out how I made it, let's first go back to frame 1. The idea began when I created this short animation as a personal exercise. Seeing world monuments destroyed in disaster movies is a pretty common trope at this point, but subverting that idea one step further and having these beloved and sacred monuments be revealed to be ingredients in a cooking video, it felt like a ridiculous idea that I wanted to expand on in a full animated short film. I started by sketching up storyboards in Photoshop, picking out one monument for each continent that could be turned into food. With a story in place, I began designing my style frames, giving the monuments a chunky, cutesy aesthetic. I then filled in my outline by creating shape layers, and used clipping masks to create shadows and highlights. I repeated this design process for all 6 scenes. To create the animation, I started in Adobe Animate, creating an outline of the basic performance. I then cleaned up my rough animation using stroke layers, utilizing the shape tween function wherever I could. With everything cleaned up, it was then just a process of filling in my shapes with the paint bucket tool, choosing different colors to help visually separate the different layers. I brought my animation layers into After Effects as SWF files to composite everything together. I added color fills and blur effects to complete that shaded look for my design frames. And I used the Liquify tool to add some additional flexibility to my animation. For the solid objects in my animation, like the utensils, I created an animated shape layers within After Effects. For a finishing touch, I brought my animation into Photoshop using the timeline tool to do some extra touch-up painting frame by frame. After compositing all these pieces together with a background plate in After Effects, the animation process was finally complete. For the sound design, I recorded sound effects using a Zoom H4n microphone. I edited together all the animation scenes with the sound effects in Premiere and rendered out a final video. Here's how it turned out.